Less farms on the POI points, and now it's just big mega farms. That is a lot of farmage. Don't know if there's any particular use for any of it. I mean, it's almost all fields with a couple of silos. I don't know if there's barns or anything incorporated here, or if this is like a control point for this nonsense. The benefit to it is supposed to be that with single farm setups like this, it's relieving the farm spam on the road endpoints. So we should have less farms on the normal road endpoints. Holy crap, we got a lab. Lab or science lab? Please be science lab. Science lab! Science lab! Oh my goodness. We got a science lab. And another dairy farm. Dairy farm number 5, I think. I've lost track. So many dairy farms now. But yeah, that's the reasoning behind these. I mean, how many mega farms like this are there compared to mom and pop farms nowadays? I don't honestly know, but I assume there's quite a lot of these and not all that many functioning mom and pop farms in comparison to output. Alright, but yeah, so that's the first time I've seen the new farms. Yay, I guess. But we're going to backtrack and go to the science lab. We're going to go kick our way into a science lab and beyond. Yet another Copmobile. I'm going to go check the dairy farm first. We're probably going to spend some time in the science lab. Let's go check the dairy farm. See if it's got another quad that I can pull some spare parts off of. Zombie cows. No quad. Really? I'm saving all the other cows? Oh no, 19 zombie cows. They're all zombie cows. Are they dumb enough to jump in the hole? Yep, they sure are. Not sure I got the angle on those bottom ones to get them into the pit. Most of the others are. Yeah, there's going to be one or two that don't go. I didn't get the full bevy of cows. Pretty fast. I better not get off this bike. I think I'm gonna miss one or two of them again. Yep, just scooted by the edge. Alright, cow problem taken care of. We have solved the cow problem. Not much reason for me to do that, but you know, demonstration purposes. What you got? Oops, all inventory. Pork and beans, canned food's good. Bottle jack and a glow stick I don't need currently. First aid kit with items. Open, unload. I'll take the gauze. There's your 48 liters. Doesn't have the dual tanks this time. Got robbed. The other tank hold. Forget where they put it. Well, there's a tank in there somewhere. I don't really care. All right, back through the marshes and the swamps. What kind of ice lab do we have? Is it going to be a freezing cold deep freeze lab? What do you think? Temp is showing at -19. It's feeling like a freeze lab. That's how my luck works nowadays. I find these rare science labs and it always turns out to be a stupid deep freeze lab. Hey guard. Yeah, you can just stay here. Turn on light, peak. Whoa! We've got the hallelujah jackpot again! Only the second time in the history of my gameplay with Cataclysm. Time number 2. Straight into the finale. That is super rare. Man, I have seen a lot of science labs. And that is the super rare version. Wow, that is the finale. That is the endpoint room you're usually trying to get to with all the goodies. It has the laser rifle finale. So we've got the portable plasma accelerator Model 5, the V29 laser pistol, the A7 laser rifle, which would be hilarious to install the laser rifle on my motorbike. I would love to mount it on my motorbike as a mounted laser rifle. We got hydrogen canisters, UPS, of course, the computer printout for making nuclear batteries, 70 plutonium fuel cells to craft said nuclear batteries, and an ID card. Only problem being the robots that want to shoot me in my big dumb face. So the guards we can handle, but the 4 shooty robots, they're a little rougher. We are the only source of light. That's good, but that doesn't help me if I can't see farther than they can. I'd have to drop down with no light. Yeah, we can't really deal with this right now in our current setup. Too bad. As far as I know, you still can't throw grenades downstairs when peeking. If I could toss out a bunch of acid bombs, they would take care of the robots. But yeah, this is only the second time in the history of my playing Cataclysm, and especially in my live streams, that I've actually seen the finale room be the very first room when you walk down the stairs into a science lab. It's only happened twice. Typically, there are up to 5 floors to a science lab, if you're not familiar. And the finale is generally on the bottom floor. What this means is there's only 1 floor for this lab, so it drew the short straw. Single floor only, and the stairs just happen to correspond with the finale room itself. So there are doors you can see in the four corners leading out to other rooms and room types, but the luck of the draw gave us a 1-level lab, and also then luck of the draw put the stairs in the finale room. So 2 lucky draws. I'll have to test it. We have a little bit more functionality now, such that you can peek off roofs and things like that. So we'll have to test it. I just don't want to test it live with gunfire coming at me. I need to test it in like a house basement or something. Some other stairwell where I can do it safely. Right now, the big issue is, does it take any time? These guys have an arming time before they can start shooting me. That's a fairly expansive, but when stairs are involved, I'm worried that it's going to eat up a bunch of that time by peeking down the stairs, and then I'll get shot before I can get the grenades off and unpeak my way back up top again. I haven't had this situation come up in a really long time, so there are a couple of ways you can work this. For example, I could drop a cardboard box in here. I could wield a cardboard box and then drop it real quick and step into it, and I'd be immune to the robots, but the guards and such might see me. There's a number of ways to deal with this kind of a thing, but right now I need to unpeak my way back up the stairs before I get shot. Ideally, we try to get these guys moved into a corner. If we can make noise up above, possibly they'll hear me and they'll move to that location or closer to it. So if I can bunch them all up in one corner and then I could lob a grenade at them from the dark, that'd be great. So they can shoot through that glass, so you don't want to try that. Glass will slow down the bullets, and depending on what caliber of round it is, it'll slow it down various amounts, but you can be shot and you can shoot through yourself that glass. So it's not protective. I don't remember which kind that one is. But right now we gotta back out of there. Gotta pray nothing follows me. If a robot follows me up the stairs, I'm gonna get shot to death in this corridor. That's the other danger. Grab. Oops. Stop it. I think these are... Oh, these don't actually block line of sight. I keep forgetting that. These are only 70%. Damn it. That won't do what I was hoping to do anyway, so no point to keeping them. Alright, so... yeah... I need to find a place where I can do an experiment or two with some downstairs, and whether or not we're allowed to throw, and what kind of time passes when you actually do that action. Unfortunately, we've got none of those opportunities near here. So... sure would be fun to put a laser rifle on my my electric bike, my mega quad, or monster quad. Note. Finale. Laser. Finale in first room. Alright, for now we're going to leave it alone. We do have options. The acid bombs will work on those things, but they've got to stay in the acid field for a fair amount of time, so I'd probably need to throw quite a few. A grenade, on the other hand, would wipe out quite a few of them in a fair-sized area with the ricochets and the shrapnel. It's a couple grenades. If I can group them up in one spot, a couple grenades would probably take care of things for me. But if I peek down the stairs and there's one of those robots right next to me, I run the risk of it following me back up the stairs and then shooting me to death in the corridor. One potential solution would be to close the front doors so there's no light coming in, and then it wouldn't be able to shoot me as long as I got a couple of spaces away. So we can mitigate that problem or that danger. Well, doing it from an above or below is a little trickier than doing it from the same Z level. Done lots of noise making to group them up in the past in lots of different lab situations where I've grouped them and then grenaded them and such, but the effectiveness from another Z level is questionable. Especially if there's stuff in the lab also making noise that's countering your noise of making attempts. And the placement of the stairs being on the back side of the square here, but being in the middle of the square below is kind of weird. Yeah, there's a few throwables that can make noise. Oh, you mean drop down the level and throw a noisemaker to get them to go towards it. I could just throw a grenade to do that. That makes plenty of noise. Drop down, look at one that's in a corner somewhere, toss a grenade at it, and then all the other ones would go over that direction to investigate. So, lots of solutions for that type of thing if I just want to saturation bomb the area. It's not really a positioning noisemaker problem. It's a I have no vision without light on problem. Trying to remember if you can activate the light while in peak mode. C4 would probably be a pretty effective noisemaker. Let's do this. Let's put a quick save in. If we die, we die, as always, whenever I do these kinds of things. I take the results of my actions as gospel, but I'm going to put a quick save in so that we can do some science. Do some forced science work after the fact if I get killed. The C4 and not the C-4. Well, that is my combat knife. I can toss that. That doesn't make a lot of noise, though. Problem number one. There's light in this corridor. Do we not have a roof on the science lab top building yet? I thought it was going to be dark in here. I don't have my own light on right now. Yet it's bright light in this corridor. Guess I could try dragging the refrigerator over. That would block, I think, line of sight. Yeah, that 90%, and I'm not seeing the thing behind it, so that should work. Hey, security guard. Make me beat you up, are you? I'm just looking for a way to block line of sight a bit. Give me a chance to get to a doorway. I think I'm gonna move it back one. May or may not help. All right, let's do an experiment. Let's go get. Let's see. Didn't I have the heavy crowbar? What did I do with my heavy crowbar? Get renamed? I don't remember. Did I just decide not to use it? Don't remember. Alright, we'll make some banging noises with the crowbar and see what happens. I don't think it'll be loud enough, though. There's a skitterbot in the way. That's not good. Well, they're spread out. It's not bad, but now I got a skitterbot directly adjacent to me. Not where I want you. Damn it. That's not too bad, but they're spread out enough. I'm not sure if I would get many of them with the grenade. If I threw the grenade like at the right wall, I might get these two, and the hope is that the noise that it makes would draw the others over, so a second drop down and a second grenade would then polish everything off. That's what we're going to hope for. Activate! Grenade! Sure hope it actually lands over here. Your ears ring, so apparently we can throw grenades from stairs now. Let's wait. Wait 1 minute. Get a second grenade out. Oh man. Activate grenade. Problem taken care of. 2 grenades. All right, there you go. Faux science. I probably could have pulled it off on the second one with a couple of... They would have stayed in that spot for quite a while. Probably a couple of acid bombs in that area would have gotten them as well. So that would have been a cheaper alternative to using one of my grenades. But we're going to keep coming across the grenades from soldier zombies. There might possibly be a barracks on this floor that will give us access to some of that as well. But there you go. Thinking outside the box. And the power of being able to throw while peeking downstairs. We didn't used to be able to do that. For the longest time, we could only peek on the same Z level. We weren't allowed to peek downstairs and throw simultaneously. We could peek, but we couldn't actually throw downstairs. So that's what made this possible. There were a few other options. So I could have dropped a large box down here, stepped into it to hide myself, and then thrown grenades around, but I would have gotten hit by the shrapnel if I had tried that. But it would have given me other options like the acid bombs. They were just spread out enough. I just needed to get them grouped up so I could coordinate the damage. All right, so not free, 2 grenades, but we get a finale. Let's get everybody popped so nobody stands back up again while I'm doing stuff. Not much over here. We can't use the guns, so I don't need the ammo or the magazines or the shotgun or anything like that. So all that's useless to me. What you got? Nothing I care about, and a battery. 70 plutonium fuel cells. We'll take the rifle, the pistol, the hydrogen, the UPS, and the computer printout. I don't care about the PPA. I guess we'll go get the ID card too. The other reason you go to a finale when you're doing a lab escape, get the ID card. All right, pitch it. So yeah, right here, I would love to put a turret mount. And then attached to the turret mount, we put the laser rifle, which we may not have an option for yet. Yeah, we don't have an option for it yet. But I could mount the laser rifle on the front of the vehicle. And then I could snipe things with my laser rifle while tooling around in our mega quad. Monster quad. Alright, so let's keep poking around. That was the most dangerous part. Usually, anyway. We're still deaf from the grenade explosion. Oops, I'm still holding on to some stings. I thought I dropped those. Goodbye, you. Oh, actually I can't mount this because I've got the Brawler thing. I don't think it'll let me... I don't think I can even use mounted rifles. I think the Brawler trait's going to prevent me from using mounted weapons as well. I'd need to get into a Humvee or something that's got a mounted weapon to test the Brawler trait against it. I'm not sure it'll work. It doesn't use the fire menu directly. Not the key press for that anyway, so it might work. We'll test it out. We'll try to get it mounted, or I'll find one where I can test it. I'm not sure if the Brawler trait's going to let me. One of the things we're playing with is the brand new Brawler trait. Whether from personal choice or childhood trauma, using ranged weapons is off limits to you, even if your life depended on it. So, did the mod author, or the Brawler trait author, disable mounted weaponry in addition to personal weaponry? We'll see if we can answer that question in a little bit. Alright, so I've got everything out of this room that I care about. Let's go see what other rooms we have access to. 4x4 grid area. I think I have a soldering iron, but, you know, more the merrier. I'm not going to bother looking. I don't need clothing items. Don't need that. We've got doors going further. The Raptor. So am I going to mutate this run? I wasn't initially planning on doing any mutating. Manhack! Alright, we're out of there. He can't open the door, so he's trapped forever. Another 4x4. Uh-oh. I don't need whatever's in that room in it. Whoa! Necromancer. Alright. Necromancer can open doors. Dodge of 9.4 against a Necro. Maybe. Crit for 13. Am I holding something? I am not holding something. Kick for 11. 36 and 12. Double kick. Another crit. He is almost dead. Goodbye, Necro. Malted milk balls. Those are yummy. Oh, wait. This is an ice lab. Forgot to look again. Hey, look. It's chilly in here. So we got to make quick forays in and back out. In and back out. Otherwise, my speed is going to drop tremendously. We're still at 95. The cold hasn't really hit yet. And I can't warm up my feet because we got the hooves. Hey, there's Cyborg. Yeah, give me the live powder. I'm tempted to drag him out and dissect him, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna get frostbitten within the hour? Alright. Let's circle around. There's going to be another... Oh, 4 enemies. And there's no way to the east, which means this is going to be... It's going to go one room further, usually, and be an endpoint room on a typical map. Barracks or prisoner containment or cave-in, that kind of thing. Those guys will just pretty much stay there. So we'll just leave them alone. I can go around them. We got to get back out and get warmed up, though. Where? I don't have a blanket. Oh, I don't have anything in my seat either. Got rid of my blankie. Am I going to play Zero Sievert? No time soon. Once there's more game in the game, I'll play it. Right now, there's just not enough game in the game. And I'm too deeply involved in Stalker Gamma. I'm already getting the Stalker experience. I don't need to get the 2D Stalker experience when I'm still learning the 3D Stalker experience. Once they work out some of the many bugs and they get a little bit more game in the game, I'll take a look. It does interest me, but there's just not enough there yet for me to dive in. I'd probably be done with it within a few days. Yeah, I guess I did not grab anything to use for blankets or pillows here in my vehicle. I thought I had. Alright, nope, no problem. I was going to throw a blanket on to warm me up down there so we could stay down there a little longer. We go from too warm to too hot. What the hell, game? What the hell? Yeah, it's one of those single developer type games, which doesn't always mean bad or not enough, but it doesn't hold out for a lot of large-scale content creation. I mean, it's already a direct copy, mostly a copy and paste type copy into a different format of Tarkov and Stalker for content purposes. It's nice and comfy inside, but it's blazing hot outside. What is going on? Something screwed the temperature system. Huh. Weird. Alright, we got no negative effects from cold currently, so we should be able to jump back in. Are any blankets on these beds in here? Hey, there are. What kind? Regular blanket? That'll do. Wear the regular blanket. That helps out on everything except for my head, which will still force me out fairly quickly. I don't have any balaclavas. That's the other next best thing that we could use. Take off. Blanket. Balaclava. 1 hour to make a balaclava. Let's just keep diving in and out. It could be that we can get in and out and explore the whole place, depending on how far it ranges. So let's just go ahead and head down. I'm gonna go south this time though. Alright, the alternate 3x3 grid area. Uh-oh. We got slimes or blobs. Grab the stimulants. Whoops. Uh-oh. Bunch of dogs and a teleporter. It's always fun to get telefragged by dogs. I need to know if... So there's no door to the west, which is interesting. How do we have... Again, we have a door here, but no way to get into this side. So that indicates there's going to be another room that goes to an endpoint, which is a little odd. Although we do have a room up here, so it's not yet designated an endpoint. I need to know if this has a door south. We do have a door south from here. Unload battery. What do we got? Another 3x3, but this is the traditional 3x3. Temperature is starting to ratchet up. Frozen bandages. Whoops. Got me good. Come back to me, manhack. Alright, so we got him trapped in this room here. Big thing to learn about the game is when not to fight. When to just avoid. So he's not allowed to open doors or break the doors, so he's now trapped in that corner room. I just have to bear the burden of remembering he's in that room and not opening that door again. But a lot of time it makes more sense just to ignore. Plus I'm wielding a blanket right now. Let's put that... let's go ahead and wear it. Although that's going to tank my dodge skill even further. Stop the bleeding, please. Bleeding is beyond staunching barehanded. Alright, fine. I don't have any... Oh, that's what I don't have. I don't have any hemo powder. Alright, throw a frozen bandage on it. Blobs and a side door. Alright, we're gonna keep going south. Now it's getting a little far afield. We have another door west. There should not be a door... Yep, there is a door east. So... Oh, we're starting to get the chill effects. There's the end point. Oh, we got a barracks! We got a barracks. Hey there, barracks. Quit. Anybody making sound over here? Wait, 1 minute. No sound. Alright, might be an empty barracks. Now, the downside is the barracks, I can get army man gear, which is moderately helpful, but normally I go into barracks to get into the armory to get guns. So, I can't remember too many things in the barracks that I'm going to get excited about, in the armory section at least. So, yeah, we can't use gun, so gun no good to us. Can we go further south? We cannot. Alright, let's look at this last set of rooms. And we're out of here. We gotta hop back up. Although temperature we're holding except for our mouth, huh? Alright, we can take that. Don't care. Don't care. Another 3x3 grid that at worst is going to have more man hacks. Not much positive possibilities here. Is that going to be a whirring sound? Nope. We got more slimes. On another barracks. Alright, so... Barracks number 2. We'll ignore the blob room. There's no way to go up from here. That means there definitely is going to be an endpoint somewhere up north, I believe. Hey, blobs. Whoops. Ah, shouldn't have walked in the water. Yep, shouldn't have walked in the water. Now we're cold. We got cold, wet feet. Temperature is too warm. Temperature is super, mega, ridiculously warm. We have broken the temperature system. I've already got ballistic vests and plates. We got several of those in the vehicle. I'm just choosing not to use them. Take off, blanket. And we're back to okay shape. Wait 5 minutes. Make sure all the chilly stuff goes away. You are freezing. Yes, stop waiting. Which part of me is freezing? Explain to me the freezing part. We're nowhere near freezing. The temperature system is busted. Oh, now I'm taking damage from my cold legs. Game, you're broke. We have broken the game. I'm now going to lose limbs because the temperature system is totally busted. You mean my cold feet that are at minus 12? That are still not too cold? It needs to be minus 30 to even start being slightly chilly. You don't really start taking any damage or effects until like negative 40 or negative 50. It's my damp feet, not accounting for the cold. The temperature effects aren't being correctly relayed to the character because my feet are damp and we've got the cold factor. So Nah, they're not literal now. It's just bad reporting to the character. It's because I stepped in that damn puddle on my way up. I meant to go around it, and I pressed the wrong way one time. I need to dry my feet. Can I dry my feet with the towel? You use the towel to dry off, saturating with water. So now it should go away. So we're still listing -12. Let's see if we still take damage. Yeah, see now it instantly fixes. It's just bad interface reporting with the new dampness system. I don't know that there's a way to actually see enough detail on any of the options. So, I mean, here it shows nothing that's going to really help you other than chilly and the damp. But it was the fact that they were damp and at a certain cold value. The dampness was causing basically a magnification of the cold, and it just wasn't reporting it. So it needs to report here the actual current condition your character is experiencing with all modifiers, and it's not doing it. So I just need to not step in the damn puddle. That's pretty much the moral of the story. The next problem is going to be spending any time down there trying to break through the doors. I can't hack anything, so we have to basically torch our way in. Jackhammering would take way too long. I'd freeze to death before I got in unless I actually got my temperature normalized. The balaclava is looking more and more like a solution. Am I still wrong temperatures outside? There's no reason for the temperatures to all of a sudden be that occurred immediately after we went in and got cold, so something whack is going on out here as well. So I'm not wearing the blanket, I'm just running around in the same gear I've been running around in and been perfectly comfortable the entire time. But in the few minutes we've been dealing with the cold lab, all of a sudden the outside temperatures are being reported as ridiculous values for spring day 75. So yeah, weirdness ensues. Let's go finish the exploring which rooms we've got part, and then I'll make decisions on what we're going to do about the barracks and whether I think it's worth going into. I'm not sure how long it'll take me to get rid of that chilly. There they go. So we got no chill messages whatsoever. Let's go ahead and put on the blanket. Let's go ahead and not step into the water. This time we're going to go this way. Big ol' room of goo pits. Nowhere to go but north, which might dead end this section. No CBMs. Yep. Alright, I think we're likely just stuck with the 2 room, or the 2 barracks. Nope. Alright, we still got 1 room down the corridor to the east. And we got that, but it's not likely to go anywhere. It's going to be a single room right here, and there will not be a door here, and if there's a door here, it'll lead to another endpoint. So that's the only other place I think I need to explore. Everything else we are aware of. We got barracks, and we got barracks, and that's the end of that section. So yeah, 2 rooms to look at, and then we're gonna be all set. And another barracks. Jeez. Wow. Alright, let's go check our final area. This is the one I was going to go around, actually, because we got 4 guys in there. No particular reason for me to fight those guys. They're not going to drop any loot that I care about. So we're gonna not step in the water. These dogs might actually break this glass. That could be bad if they come in behind me. Alright, so it goes nowhere. There's no doors on either wall. We're done. We got 3 barracks. Alright, decision time. Every time I go in and come out, the temp goes up. We're getting close to death level heat now. Oh, I've got the blanket on currently. That's not helping. It's probably back to normal if I take this off. Take off the blanket. Now it's back to the 50s and 60s that it was ridiculous. Okay, so let's see. The solution we have to try is welding tanks. We got 3 doors plus 3. It's going to take 6. It's 4 uses per, so it'll use a tank and a half of my 2 tanks here in order to get through all of the barracks doors and armory doors if we want to punch into all 3 of them. I think what we'll do is we'll punch into one, and then I'll make a decision when I get a look, and we'll decide if I really want or need to go to the other ones. Without getting guns and ammo, the biggest part of going into the armories, at least, is negated. The biggest benefit, that is. So, we'll take 1 tank with me for now. That'll get us into the one that I want. We'll take the torch that already has 2 charges loaded in, so that's good. Actually, I just need the torch for this first experiment. Yeah, let's just toss that tank back in. We won't need it. Unless I'm misremembering. It is 60 per, right? Not 80 per? Alright, did we do a sound check up here? I don't remember. No sound. I am not running my MP3 player, making me deaf. Alright, let's see if we get blowed up. So, smart play here, since we're not going to be using the computer terminal to get in, is to bust it. So we're going to bust it. Alright, so it's busted. It's no longer generating light. So I am the only light source. The reason this is important is because if there's a robot in here that chucks grenades, flying grenades, we don't want them to be able to see me. So I turn my light off, I smash this to disable this light. It only has a couple of spaces of night vision range, so this will keep it from coming or just start instantly throwing grenades at me. And/or if there's acid zombies that can shoot the darts and all that kind of stuff. Goggles on. I do not have my goggles. I've got my gas mask, because I always, by habit, forget the goggles. It's a perennial habit, and, you know, I never bring the goggles when I go get the torch. So now we got to go back out and get the goggles. Because if we try to use the torch, it'll say, hey, buddy, you need welding goggles. My bad. Oops, went right past it. And let's go close this door too. Well, that's interesting. Really? Is the roof gone? And how is it only doing those 4 squares? Weirdness. Do we have a sinkhole somewhere?